23. When the load at the receiving end of a long transmission line is removed or the line is slightly loaded, the sending end voltage is less than the receiving end voltage. That is the Ferranti effect. It can affect about kung natin sa current something. Okay, next, number 24. The three-phase 60 Hz transmission line delivers 20 MVA to a load at 66 kV and 80% power factor lagging. The total series impedance of each line is 15 plus J75 ohms. If the nominal pi circuit is used, what would be the transmission efficiency if the admittance is J6 times 10 to the negative 4 mo? So, pi. So, ganito yung tsura. So, nandito yung load. So, meron siyang VR per phase. So, may IR dito. So, ito naman Y over 2. Y over 2. Then, ito yung Z line. So, kunin natin yung I line. So, yung I line, kailangan kasi natin makuha to para makuha natin yung loss. I line is equivalent to IR plus IY over 2. Current dito. Using KCL. IR is equivalent to, i-check na natin. IR, that will be 20 times 10 to the 6 divided by square root of 3 times 66 times 10 to the 3. Then angle negative arc cosine 0.8. Then plus yung IY over 2 is Y over 2 times VR per phase. That will be J6 times 10 to the negative 4 divided by 2 multiplied by VR per phase is 66 times 10 to the 3. Then divide that by square root of 3, angle 0. Then you get the magnitude. What is the equivalent line current? 20 exponent 6, square root of 3 times 66 exponent 3. Solve ko ay 168.344. So, i-check na lang natin. Angle negative, hindi siya naka-complex. Divided by square root of 3 times 66. Angle negative 36.8699 plus J times 6 exponent negative 4 times 66 exponent 3 divided by 2 times square root of 3. 168.344. So, ano yung magiging total loss? 3 times I line squared times the resistance of each line. So, 3 times 168.344 times 15 squared times 15, then divided by 1 times 10 to the 6 squared times 3 times 15 divided by 1 exponent 6, 1.275 megawatts. So the efficiency P output will be 20 times 0.8 divided by 20 times 0.8, then plus 1.275 This is times 100%. So the efficiency of the transmission line, taking nominal pi as its equivalent circuit, is equivalent to 20 times 0.8 inverse times 20 times 0.8 times 100, 92.618. So letter D. By 25, a single circuit, 60 Hz, three-phase transmission line is 300 miles long. Parang long transmission line na to. Has the following parameters: the resistance, inductance, and capacitance per mile are given. So what is the surge impedance loading of the line if the receiving end voltage is 132 kV squared? So the surge impedance loading is equal to VR line to line squared divided by the surge impedance. So yung surge impedance is equal to square root of omega L over omega C or square root of LC. Yung formula na yan binigay ng board exam. Ulit-ulit. Yung formula lang. Square root of 2.10 times 10 to the negative 3 divided by 0.014 times 10 to the negative 6. Kakancel naman. Dapat parehas ng per unit length. So 132 kb. So times 10 to the 3 squared. Or you can omit the 132. Then the surge impedance, square root of 2.10 times 10 to the negative 3 all over 0.014 dun sa loob ng square root. Then divided by 1 times 10 to the 6. Or you can omit na yung times 10 to the 3. 132 squared divided by square root of 2.10 exponent negative 3 divided by 0.014 exponent negative 6 is equal to 44 or approximately equal to 45 megawatts. 45, 54, 15, 38. So letter A. A three-phase 115 60 Hz transmission line has per phase series impedance of 0.05 plus J.45 ohm per kilometer and a per phase shunt admittance of Y times YJ 3.4 times 10 raised to the negative 6 Siemens per kilometer. The line is 120 kilometers long. Using the nominal pi line model, determine the transmission line D constant. Saan ba ginagamit yan? Para ma-compute natin yung value ng BS. That is A times BR plus B times IR. Subscript R are the receiving end, IR current, BR for the voltage. Then IS is equal to C VR plus D IR. So mga konto. Yung A and D, they are unitless. Yung B at saka C, yung B dito para maging voltage ohms. Yung C naman dito, Siemens. Okay, for nominal pi, the ABCD constants are A is equal to D is equal to 1 plus JY over 2. Yung B is equal to the impedance Z. Then C is equal to Y times 1 plus JY over 4. Ito, cancelled yung unit, yung Y, kaya kikerry ng yung unit ng C, yung unit ng Y, which is Siemens. So what will be the value of the D constant, which is 1, plus yung Z, 0.05, plus J, 0.45. Multiply natin ng length na 120. Then yung Y naman, J, 3.4 times 10 to the negative 6. Naka-Siemens per kilometer. Times din natin ng length, 120. Then all over 2 dito. The product na yan. Naka-complex. So 1 plus 0.05 plus 0.45J times 3.4 exponent negative 6 times J times 120, dalawang beses squared, divided by 2. So A is equal to D, which is equal to 0.988984. Kung move natin yon 1, 2, 3. So, dalawang 0. So, ito. Ang kanyang equivalent. Letter C. Unitless. Three-phase line delivers load of 50 megawatts at 0.8 power factor lagging at the receiving end. The generalized constants of the line are, nawawala yung angle nito, 0.95, angle 1.4 degrees. Ito, 96, angle 78 degrees. Yung C, wala na, hindi naman kailangan. Nasa notes nyo? So, ang tinatanong ay yung BS line to line. So, dito muna tayo sa BS per phase. So, that will be A times VR per phase. Then, plus B times IR per phase. Then, magnitude. So, magnitude of yung A, 0.9, multiply muna natin bago tayo kumuha ng magnitude. Multiplied by VR per phase. So 132 times 10 to the 3 over square root of 3 angle 0 plus B is 96 angle 78 degrees. Pwede nyong isa-isahin yung IR, the receiving end current, or that is the volt receive load current. So 50 megawatts. So naka-watts to. So, makalimutan ko na naman. Square root of 3 times 6, 132. Line to line naman yung gagamitin natin dito. 132 times 10 to the 3. Then kailangan natin i-divide ng power factor, 0.8. So since we are multiplying vectorially, adding vectorially, kailangan natin yung angle ng current. Negative arc cosine 0.8. So yung lalabas na sagot dito, 94,089.703 volts or 94.089,703 kilovolts. So VS line to line is equal to square root of 3 times VS per phase. which is equivalent to 162.968 kilovolts. Okay, check na lang. Yan, yun yung favorite nila na binibigay, yung sinabi ko kanina, the surge impedance, square root of L over C. Square root of L over C. So, letter D. Ulit-ulit yan. Siguro mga 3-4 na beses na. 2018 pa, inulit pa rin. So, number 29. Transmission line delivers 1,200 megawatts. Tinatanong ay what is the velocity of propagation of the line? So 2 pi f divided by beta. So f is the frequency. So yung given dito, shunt admittance, kailangan natin yung shunt impedance, shunt admittance, y. So 1 over negative j 0.12 times 10 to the 6 is equivalent to j 8.333 times 10 to the negative 6 mo or Siemens per mile. So saan ba natin makikita yung beta? Dito tayo sa delta. So square root yan ng z times y. zy. So that is equivalent to, yung result is alpha plus j beta. Ayun, yung value dito, yung beta. So square root of yung impedance 0.42 plus j 0.65. Then yung nasolve natin na y, j 8.3333 times 10 to the negative 6. Calculator natin, hindi niya kaya yung diretso. Kaya kunin nyo yung magnitude, 6.449 times 10 to the 6 in polar form, yung multiplication na yan. Yung result is 6.449 times 10 to the 6. Angle 147.131 degrees. Equivalent to, pag in-execute natin yung square root, kunin natin yung square root ng magnitude. Square root of 6.449 times 10 to the 6, negative 6, times yung angle ay di-divide natin ng 2. 147.131 degrees divided by 2 or times 1/2 yan. Kasi ito 1/2 yan, no? Ay, tama. The second, the square root. So yung 1/2 yan times 147.131. Kaya divided by 2. So 7.184695601 times 10 to the negative 4. Then plus j 2.435 734,282 times 10 to the negative 3 per mile. So substitute natin doon. So 2 pi times 6 f 60. So nakalagay na 60 ang gagamitin natin divided by yung beta. 2.435734282 times 10 to the negative 3. Ang unit nito, mile per hour, ay mile per second. So times 1.609 kilometers in 1 mile. multiplied by 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. 2 times pi times 60 divided by 2.435734282 exponent negative 3 times 1.609 times 3,600 divided by 1 exponent 6,896. That is in times 10 to the 6 times 10 to the 6 kilometer per hour. Mile second to kilometer per hour. 896, 8, 560, 890, 750, 510. So nearest to letter B. Which of the following protects a cable against the mechanical injury during handling and laying? This armoring. So for underground cable connections, underground cable transmission, yung mga susunod na problems. Next, a 3-core sheet cable is being tested at 15 kV. The capacitance measures between any two conductors is 0.2 microfarad per kilometer. Determine the charging current per kilometer of the cable at 60 Hz. Yung charging current is equivalent to omega Cn times the voltage per phase. So yung Cn for 3 sheet cable, okay? So, ang magiging value ng Cn is 2 times the capacitance between conductors, CAB. Ito yung CAB. 2 times 0.2 times 10 to the negative 6 farad per kilometer. Then, substitute natin dito yung omega, 60 Hz, kaya 120 pi. Times yung capacitance na na-compute natin, 0.4 times 10 to the 6. So this is in ohm per kilometer. Then multiplied by the voltage per phase. So 15 times 10 to the 3 divided by square root of 3. Volts times ohms are ampere per kilometer. 120 times pi times 0.4 exponent negative 0.4 exponent negative 6 times 15 exponent 3 divided by square root of 3. 1.306 or 1.3 ampere per kilometer. That is the charging current for the 3-core sheet cable. A lead sheet cable for underground service has a copper conductor that is yung diameter niya 0.35 inch, then surrounded by 0.2 inch wall of rubber insulation. Ayan. Action. So, yan yung cabling. Ito yung insulation niya. So, 0.2 inch. Ito naman, 0.2. Tapos yung diameter ng conductor, 0.35. Ang tinatanong ay yung capacitance of the cable. Yung capacitance ng cable per phase, so 2 pi EO ER. Pag cable na ganyan na may insulation, lon of, you can have the radius or you can have the diameter. The outside diameter, mas malaki kasi yan, divided by D inside. This is in farad per meter. Malagalagi din, microfarad per mile. So, may lang tayo mag-convert. Ano yung D out? 0.35 plus 2 times the insulation, 0.2. So, 0.75 inch. Yung inside diameter is yung diameter ng conductor, 0.35 inch. So, equivalent to 2 pi constant 32. Yung ER, that is the dielectric constant. Hindi na kasi air. Rubber na yung given. Pag air, 1 lang to. Kaya ina-omit siya sa transmission capacitance. 4.3 dun sa aerial transmission. Divided by ln of 0.75 divided by 0.35. This is in farad per meter. Times 1 times 10 to the 6 microfarad in 1 farad multiplied by 1,609 meters in 1 mile. So, ang unit ay microfarad per mile. 2 times pi times shift constant 32 times 4.3 divided by ln of 0.75 divided by 0.35 times 1 exponent 6 times 1609. 0.5050 0.5050 microfarad per mile. Here siya sa letter B.